So we are live now. So how is the classes going? कैसा लग रहा है ज्योग्राफी पढ़ के तुम लोगों को? क्लास 6 की ज्योग्राफी। हाय जैनब। सोनू, आई एम वेरी गुड। हाउ आर यू? मजा आ रहा है? Anyone has any questions, any doubts? हरजोत, हाँ तनुप्रिया बताओ।
गुड इवनिंग सर। सर सारी कैलकुलेशंस तो समझ आ गई जो हमने कैलकुलेशंस की थी, है ना। बस एक क्वेश्चन था जिसमें हम ग्रीनविच पे हैं, उसके बाद 180 डिग्री ईस्ट एंड 180 डिग्री वेस्ट
हम्म।
वाला है। तो उसमें आंसर ये होना चाहिए ना शायद कि नेक्स्ट होगा, मतलब 12 नून था, उसके बाद 12 पीएम ऑफ नेक्स्ट डे एंड 12 पीएम ऑफ प्रीवियस डे, राइट।
हम्म।
यही होगा ना आंसर। मतलब उसमें फाइनली आंसर वो हुआ नहीं था तो मैं कंफ्यूज हो गई, और सारी कैलकुलेशन तो हो पा रही थी।
ठीक है, एक बार फिर से कैलकुलेशन कर लेते हैं। I will just repeat. I can actually recall कि what question I have given. My classes are like very spontaneous. I do not prepare much. I'm not a teacher like teacher those who have crammed all their content. I randomly whatever I have read I try to like तुम लोगों को पढ़ के ऐसा लगता भी होगा like classes are very what I can say very original generic kind of जो चलता है वो चलता है।
ये सर तो वो इंटरेस्टिंग भी बहुत है, बस वो एक पॉइंट पे छोटा सा कंफ्यूजन है।
ठीक है, so let's take it once more. uh, this is your Greenwich Mean Time 0 and we have, so let's do some basic calculations first. Some things that you have to remember: Earth overall is 360 degree, and in order to rotate 360 degree, it takes 24 hours. Okay, so if we divide 360 degree, so in what we can say, in 1 hour, it will be traveling how many degrees? 15 degrees. So that becomes our most basic fundamental to remember. In 1 hour, the sun will be traveling, from our perspective, the sun will be traveling 15 degrees. Oh, now again, this idea, as I said, एक और मेरे दिमाग में आइडिया आ गया अभी, एंड आई जस्ट वांट टू चेक दैट हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव गॉट द कॉन्सेप्ट एक्चुअली। कितने लोगों के पास थोड़ी सी थिंकिंग कैपेबिलिटी है? बताओ मुझे कि ये 1 आवर कितने किलोमीटर्स होगा? in 1 hour how many kilometers sun will be traveling, or how many kilometers is 15 degrees? It's a very tricky question. आई थिंक हमने डिस्कस किया है क्लास में, थोड़ा सा डिस्कस शायद किया भी होगा, नहीं भी क्या होगा हो सकता है, बट how will you calculate कि how many kilometers sun will be traveling in 1 hour? 16? What, 16 kilometers? ऐसा कैसे हो जाएगा? How will you calculate? Like, let's forget about everything and let's suppose that for a second we have to calculate kilometers. You do not know and you have to find out this. तो दिमाग लगाओ अपना, देखें कितना दिमाग है तुम्हारे पास। कर पाओगे कैलकुलेट तनु? You're saying is 1674. How did you reach to that number? कैसे निकाला तुमने? What is your logic behind that? Unmute yourself. हाँ,
सर रेडियस है 6400, तो सर्कमफ्रेंस होगा अपना
रेडियस है 6400. गुड.
फिर हमारा सर्कमफ्रेंस हो जाएगा 2πr।
2πr हो जाएगा.
हाँ, तो हमें अपॉन 360 करेंगे तो 1 डिग्री का मिलेगा, और हमें 15 डिग्री का करना है तो इंटू 15 डिग्री कर देंगे।
So what will you get?
1674.66।
Now, as I told you, that's very good. If you were able to reach up to this number, all of you agree with Tanu that this is the number? सबको समझ में आ रहा है what she is trying to do? नहीं?
सर सही भी है, ये गलत है।
Let's ask other people, at least if they are able to get this much or not. Rinki, have you watched all the 3 lectures of geography? पहले तो कितने लोगों ने देखा है, पहले मुझे ये बताओ. How many of you have watched the previous 3 lectures of NCERT Geography Class 6? Raise your hands. क्या करूं मैं, जान दे दूं अपनी? कैसे करोगे? क्यों कब करोगे? Why you are wasting your time? Do something else. So already it's a very tough competition, you know, like 0.75% people are going to qualify. If you're not totally into it, then you should not be into this. Do something else. छोड़ दो. Learn some skills. आजकल बहुत है काम करने के लिए. Do not need to be. Learn graphic designing, video editing, audio editing. कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो तो marketing, create YouTube channel, make reels. कुछ ना कुछ करो, you can earn money. If you are, see, if you're doing something, do it with all your heart, with all the effort that you can give. Rini, you were in the previous lecture as well, if I'm not wrong. You were present in the Monday's class as well, and then on that day I told you what to watch, what not to watch. Even today I have in the morning itself I have told that watch the 3 videos from this group. बोला है कि नहीं बोला है मैंने? तुम लोग मुझे बहुत गुस्सा दिलाते हो, वैसे बहुत कूल आदमी हो. लोगों के चक्कर में ना मेरा खून जलने लगता है. I don't know how people can become so stupid. एक ही बार बार बताई जाए and even then you are not able to understand. यही मैंने लिंक करके पोस्ट किया है कि नहीं किया है? We will meet today at 7:30. Zoom link will be shared here. I hope you have watched the first 3 videos from the playlist by now. And this is the playlist. You have to open this playlist. You have to watch the first 3 videos. Why is it not clear to all of you? Why? Are not able to understand simple commands in English? What should I do now? सबके घर पे जाके फोन ऑन करके बिठाऊं तुमको पैर हाथ बांध के कि 2 घंटे बैठो ऐसे देखो तुम्हारे आंखों को पकड़ के रखो मैं अब? कि देखना है तुम्हें 2 घंटे वीडियो. You want me to do that? Hmm? How busy you are in your life? Ask this question to yourself. Write it down on the paper. Why you are not able to find 2 hours in your daily schedule to watch one video? What is stopping you? How busy you are? You are Prime Minister of India. You have to think about 1000 things. क्या हो तुम कि तुम्हें 2 घंटे दिन में नहीं मिलता है एक वीडियो देखने के लिए? And then you want to become an IAS. You have all the luxury, like it's not a live class that you have to turn up on a certain time, and if you will not turn up you will miss the class. It's a recorded classes. You can watch it anytime. You can watch it in the day, you can watch in the night, you can watch it in the bathroom. जहां देखना है बस वीडियो लगा के देख लेना है. I've already told you don't need to. Oh, how will you use this live interaction? If you will not watch the class, you will turn up here without watching the classes. Now you are wasting more time by coming here because you have not watched anything. You will not understand whatever we are discussing. Do not know what you are getting. तुमको लगता है कि मतलब ऐसे I get 500 rupees pay. I am paid 500 rupees by Vision IAS. If I take if I take one mentorship call that can hardly last for 5 minutes, I get 500 rupees per minute per call. बट तुमको फ्री में मिल रहा है ना, तो तुमको लग रहा है कि लाइक ठीक है, लाइक अच्छा कोई है बैठा हुआ है उसको कुछ बोलना है, जाके सुन लेते हैं, क्या फर्क पड़ता है. See, make this policy in your life. Do whatever you want to do, but do it with utmost honesty. Honesty with yourself. Do not just do it because somebody had told you or for any reason. If you have decided that you have to do it, then there is nothing else. Like, we often discuss this. Most of the students who have qualified, most of my friends who are in the service, sir, हम हमेशा यही बात करते हैं. When students ask us ना कि sir how many hours we have to study, and secretly we sometimes laugh at this question because when we were studying we never asked this question कि how many hours we have to study. It's the study. What you have to do in your life other than studying. You are preparing, you have to study. You have 24 hours to do the one thing you have to study. और क्या करते हो तुम? एम्बेसडर हो क्या? तुमको अमेरिका के साथ इंडिया फॉरेन रिलेशनशिप ठीक करना पड़ता है इफ यू आर नॉट स्टडिंग. I have seen all the students, that's one thing which is common in all of them. They never segregate कि मुझे इतने घंटे पढ़ने हैं. If you are studying, you are studying. That's it. That's your goal. Even in the bathroom, you're thinking about it. Even if you're not directly studying, you're thinking about it. People go up to the level of the madness that they post maps of the world or countries in front of their commode. बैठे हुए तो मैप देख रहे हैं, लोकेशंस देख रहे हैं. I've done that while I'm going to college. I was, as I told you, I was preparing. I prepared when I was in college. So while going to the college, I purposely used to walk. तो ऐसा लगभग कितना 10 मिनट लगता था वॉक करने में. यूज टू वॉक एंड दैट टाइम आई मेक श्योर दैट आई एम लिसनिंग टू सम न्यूज. एआईआर न्यूज सुन रहा हूँ, जाते जाते न्यूज भी सुन लिया, काम भी हो गया. यू हैव टू you have to bring that dedication into your life. You have to use every minute, every second in your life. नहीं तो तुम्हें क्या कि मजाक लग रहा है क्या ये कि somebody will come and give it to you in the platters कि अच्छा देख लो भाई हो जाएगा. People are going up to the extent of madness to crack this. धूप सूरज देखे कितने लोगों को कितने कितने दिन हो जाते हैं, और तुम्हें लग रहा है कि बस some miracle will happen and I will crack. Stop it. Stop fooling. At least do not lie to yourself. देखो मेरे लाइफ में ना सीधा, आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस सम टाइम बैक आल्सो, मेरे जिंदगी में सीधा सा प्रिंसिपल है. When I was in college in my first year, so that time this new phones and new devices had come up for the first time and I bought a very costly phone. उस समय सैमसंग, एप्पल के बाद जो इंडिया में सबसे महंगा फोन आ रहा था, दैट वाज सैमसंग गैलेक्सी ग्रैंड 2. आई बॉट सैमसंग गैलेक्सी ग्रैंड 2. वी हैव गॉट न्यू लैपटॉप्स एंड न्यू, फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम वी हैव अनलिमिटेड इंटरनेट. And I used to love watching Hollywood movies. That for the first time I have unlimited access to it, and I was, almost every day I was watching one movies or sometimes even two movies every day going. And we had a very cheap cinema hall in West Bengal. I was studying in Vardhaman. We have very cheap cinema hall. Inox में 60 rupees का टिकट लगता था. And it has become a kind of ritual. Even if you don't want to watch movies, you used to go just to waste our time. The second year, when I became serious that I have to prepare for this exam, I had one single commitment that the day I will watch a movie, I will stop preparing for this exam. If I will not, if I cannot resist myself from that temptation, I will stop watching. दो ही चीज हो सकता है, या तो मैं मूवी देखूंगा नहीं तो यूपीएससी क्रैक करूंगा. और कुछ दोनों चीजें नहीं हो सकती. इफ यूर थिंकिंग यू कैन मेंटेन योर एंटरटेनमेंट, योर फन एंड योर प्रिपरेशन, यू कैन नॉट डू दैट. टेक इट लिख, मैं तुम्हें लिख के दे देता हूँ, अगर किसी दिन कोई एक्सेप्शन होगा तो यू कम टू मी एंड आई विल गिव यू ऑल द मनी दैट आई हैव इन माय बैंक अकाउंट. कि नहीं सर मैं डेली 2 घंटा नेटफ्लिक्स भी देखता था एंड आई हैव वॉच ऑल द वेब सीरीज एंड मूवी एंड स्टिल आई हैव क्वालिफाइड द एग्जाम. अब बताइए मुझे, नहीं होता है ऐसे ही. थोड़ी लोग बोलते हैं कि यू प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर इंडिया टफेस्ट एग्जाम. एक ना वो टेम्परामेंट आता है व्हेन यू कमिट दैट मच टू दिस एग्जाम ना, तो तुम्हें एक अंदर से पॉजिटिव फीलिंग आने लगती है. So I have prepared so well for prelims that when I was going to give, probably I've told the story again. When I was giving my prelims, I have to give my prelims during my 8th semester exams. So I had exactly today even I would remember the date. So my semester exam started somewhere around 13th, 14th May. So every day I have to give the exam, and on the 18th of May, on Sunday, I have my prelims. So whole week, So about for 2 weeks before prelims, I was not studying prelims. I had to left everything because in engineering college nobody study for their semester exams. So last 1 week ही पढ़ना होता है. I had to study. And I went to give my prelims, but my preparation was so good. I was kind of sure कि ठीक है देख लेंगे जो होना है. I was so sure कि even when I didn't read for 2 weeks, I probably shown you my marks sheet. I scored 118 something. तो ऐसे नहीं होता है कि you are in the middle of something, you are doing everything that you want to do and still you can prepare. You can watch Instagram reels for 3 hours a day and still you can study. कितने घंटे in this two days that I've asked in which I have asked you to watch 2 hours of or 3 hours of content, I think all of you have wasted more than 3 hours on watching Instagram reels, YouTube videos, or whatnot. देखे हो सब 2 घंटा 3 घंटा देखे हो ना सोशल मीडिया 2 दिनों में. वो बहुत विस्तार है उसे. There is absolutely no excuse. People are doing this when they are bedridden in hospitals. But you have to put a headphone in your ear and you have to listen to the lectures. If there is some maths, शायद second paper में थोड़ा maths calculation करना था तो you might need a pen and paper to do some calculations. चलो, so what can I say? It's all in your hand. What you want to do, it's your future. If you want to make it, you can make it. If you want to break it, if you will break it. I can just tell you the brutal truth. Do not live a lie. I'm preparing for UPSC and I'm not preparing for UPSC. There are thousands of other things that you can do. Chalo. Any question anyone else have? Tanu, I will explain that in probably you watch. There will be another discussion on the fourth class as well. No, your answers are not right because you need know how you are thinking. That's actually it's a very tricky question. Dekho. Let's suppose this is Earth, and I have drawn this latitude here. Let's suppose this is 0 degree Greenwich Mean Time, and then I have drawn this 15 degree. So on the equator, your calculation will be right. Okay, your calculation at equator is right, but we have read that latitudes slow the distance between two latitudes are not always constant. They keep on going decreasing. So as you will be going up 1 hour, the distance covered by the sun in 1 hour will keep on decreasing and finally it becomes zero. आया समझ में? तो इसलिए बहुत ही ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन था. And now once if I think you have read and once if you have read you will easily understand what mistake you were making. ठीक है. So direct question. This question can be asked in UPSC. Baki Tanupriya, we will be discussing about your question of international date line in some other in the next class. Next class we will be meeting on Kisan Friday 7:30 same time. ठीक है चलो be a little tech savvy. कितने लोगों को थोड़ा इंस्पिरेशन आया है अभी कि नहीं अब तो जाकर देख ही लेंगे. कितने लोग सोच रहे हो कि बहुत खड़ूस मास्टर है इसके यहाँ दोबारा नहीं आ सके. नो कमेंट्स. चलो गुड भावना. हरजोत बताओ what doubt you have. Let me allow you to unmute. You watch the next class, or probably you will understand. Harjot.
So there was one concept like it was zero degree sea level, something like that, and you explained it with the example of buckets. You gave the example of 3 buckets and how it shifted from how that distance was measured. So I was not able to get that. Can you please explain once?
See, let's suppose I have to measure the height of Himalayas. Okay. Now, if I will measure the height of Himalayas from this point, it will be different. How is our Earth? If you will see the India as a land, it's very like uneven. We know ना कहीं ऊपर है कहीं नीचे है. So from which point you will measure that how high it is? If you will see from here, it will be looking at a different. It will have a different height. If you will look from here, it will have a different line height. So there should be a mean all accepted place that all the distances will be measuring from this a common average line. So this is Himalaya. This or it can be any mountain. And this is the land which can be uneven. So what we basically do is if we take the label of ocean as the average and we measure all the heights, any height that you have to measure in the world, you measure it from the sea level, as you might have seen on some railway stations. वहां लिखा रहता है समुद्र तल से ऊंचाई, the height from the sea level. Any one of you have seen that? स्टेशन पे देखा है तुम लोग लिखे हुए ऐसे उनका जो बोर्ड लगा रहता है उधर नीचे लिखा रहता है समुद्र तल से ऊंचाई. कभी देखा है? देखा है. Be a little observant about the society, you will find it. तो उसका मतलब है कि हम इस सी लेवल से देख रहे हैं. नाउ वाई फ्रॉम सी लेवल? बिकॉज सी लेवल अराउंड द ग्लोब is equal. No matter where you go, the sea level in Pacific, the sea level in the Atlantic, sea level in the Indian Oceans, everywhere it is equal. Why it is equal? Because all the oceans are connected. I gave an example that if you have 3 buckets, let's suppose this is Indian Ocean, this is Atlantic, this is Pacific. And in Atlantic Ocean, if I put a lot of water in Indian Ocean, and I have put some less water in Atlantic and I have put some average water in Pacific, ultimately what will happen? Some of the water from Indian Ocean will leak into Atlantic and some from Pacific will also come here, and ultimately you will see that water level in all the three are equal. And that's how, because all the oceans are connected, the ocean level around the globe is equal. ठीक है? So that's the concept. कोई बहुत important चीज नहीं है. ठीक है? राजप्ता चल रही है पढ़ाई? Suchita, you are not attending sociology classes again. Some people are consistent. See, in this exam, those who are consistent will beat anyone who has an IQ of 100% or Einstein's level भी का भी अगर IQ होगा ना, and if you're not consistent, those who are consistent will beat. This exam is really the exam of the tortoise. Those who will be consistently pushing, they will crack. Those who are like, one day I will study everything and the next day I'm like, I will binge watch a web series, तो तुम्हारा नहीं होने वाला है, इतना जान लो. Mukitha, you have joined only today. Okay, you are late, so no. Then again, the instruction is also same for you. I hope you are in the Telegram group. Go and check the previous messages and follow the instruction. Chalo, bye everyone. Take care. And if you have any doubts, WhatsApp me. Like some of you have texted me in the my WhatsApp as well, those who are not able to attend the class. So text me if you have any doubts. ठीक है, चलो.